Welcome back to Girly Chronicles.
Yeah.
Hey, Buzz, you want to get on the mic? Get on the mic. Get on the mic.
Okay. Move out of the way, dude. Okay. All right, yeah. Get set up.
Get ready.
Already stuttering. All right. Welcome, everybody. We're rolling. We're good. We're recording.
Yes.
All right. So let me introduce today's guest, very special guest, our new part-time co-host.
Hey.
This is Crissy motherfucking Cross.
That's me. Hey. AKA Chris.
Yes.
What's up? I am a man. But yeah, Crissy Cross, for the internet. Crissy Cross for the internet, gotta be professional. Gotta be a little professional.
Well, yeah, okay, because, this is my friend Chris. We've been friends for a long time. I don't know if you've been watching or listening, whatever. You've heard me talk about Chris.
Multiple times.
Little Easter egg moments.
Yeah. We've been friends for what? Like, over 10 years now?
Yeah, okay, so we've known each other since middle school.
8th grade, 7th grade.
Well,
Something.
8th grade because we did Into the Woods.
Yes, Into the Woods.
Theater kids.
I was Hansel. Is that the boy, right?
Girl, I don't know. Who were you?
I should have been Gretel.
Do you want to move your mic closer?
I don't know. Can you hear me?
I don't know. I haven't checked the audio. Oh. I'm gonna trust that it works.
I think it'll work. I think I'm kind of loud. So
yeah. Okay. So 8th grade, Into the Woods.
Yes. One of my favorite musicals, by the way. It was really good.
Yeah, but we didn't really get close until really sophomore year of high school, honestly.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we met each other freshman year. We were in the theater.
The theater.
We were some thespians.
Wait, what did you do in Shrek? We were in Shrek the Musical our freshman year. This is just
I was one
of
the little pigs. Remember? I was one of the 3 pigs. And I 100% know is because I was fat.
You, Adam, and Kimball.
Yeah, they had 2 fat pigs and 1 skinny pig. And I know that bitch did that shit on purpose. Can we cuss? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know that bitch did that shit on purpose because damn well, I could have been something else other than the motherfucking pig. And I was way heavier back then, too.
Okay. Musical theater, high school. Yeah, it was a trip. All right. So, high school. And then fast forward to now. So, tell the people who you are, what you do. Yeah.
Hey, so, I'm Chris. Crissy motherfucking Cross is my drag name. I'm a drag entertainer, artist, drag queen. That's what I do for fun. And then serious job, I am a therapist, a counselor. So if you ever want a drag queen counselor, someone who's well-versed in the queer community, don't holler at me because I feel like it's going to be conflict of interest. But at the same time, definitely go find you a good one because they're out there. They're out there. Well, yeah, I don't want to be the viewer's therapist. The fuck? They're going to get to know me, like, for real. Well, so why do I want them to come to me for therapy? I feel like that's conflict of interest.
I'm so dead right now. Okay.
Yeah. Hey. But yeah, so that's what I do. I just graduated with my master's. Yay, master's club.
Yes. And I'm using it to do this.
Yeah. And then drag. I just started drag probably a little over a year and a half ago. So it's been fun. It's my escape from reality because my day job is just so serious and like so emotion heavy, and I hear a lot of sad things. So I needed something to be happy and express my
What's
queerness.
Your master's in?
My master's is in rehabilitation counseling. So
rehabilitation counseling.
Yeah, so it's a concentration in working with people who have disabilities, either intellectual or physical disabilities. That's what the concentration is.
Okay, interesting. Why do they call it rehabilitation?
Because at first it had a strong emphasis in like drugs and rehab for like addiction problems, because addiction is now considered a disability. So if you have an addiction problem, you are considered disabled.
Yeah.
But instead of focusing so much on just addiction, they teach us on all disabilities because
I'm
I don't
laughing
know.
because I see Jocelyn pulling out Bailey's and Kahlua behind you as we're talking about.
Yeah, a weight to my heart. A weight to my heart.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, that's really amazing. Yeah, I'm excited for you to do this. You just got a new job. What are you doing?
Yes, so I work for our
Jocelyn,
county's...
shaking in the back.
Shake
Be
that
louder,
ice,
please.
Ice, shake that ice. So I just got a job working for Dallas County, like, mental health authority. So I do counseling for people who have, like, serious mental health problems.
Yeah.
And the people who are, like, schizophrenic and have bipolar, like, they got real serious issues. So yeah, that is what I do. I just started, so still fresh, new. I'm getting my hours to be fully licensed at this moment.
We love that. I really am so proud of you.
Thanks. I know it's been a long time coming because this was not my original plan at all.
Oh,
at all.
This is true. This is true. Hey, tell the girlies what happened to you.
So I started off college nursing. Like, even in high school, I did clinical rotations and, like, went to the hospital and did EMT school and everything. 100% thought I was going to go save some lives. And yeah, I mean, I guess I'm saving
You
lives
are
now.
saving lives now,
But
yeah.
I guess medically.
In a different way.
Yeah. So, yeah, nursing was cool. I got into nursing school, was, like, doing the damn thing. And then COVID happened, which made things a little bit more tough. But let me be clear, I did not fail out. I did not fail nursing school. I'm not stupid. But instead, I had a professor. I'm not going to name her.
Tell us what happened.
Yeah, but it was COVID. People didn't know how to use Zoom, and she was an older lady, so she didn't know really how to work a computer at all. So we're on Zoom, and she's trying to share her screen and share the PowerPoint, but instead of sharing the PowerPoint, she ended up sharing the entire gradebook. And so when she shared the gradebook, we saw everyone's name, everyone's ID numbers, everyone's grades, and so I took a picture of it. And I did that because I want to know my grade. Like, I wasn't going to zoom in right then and there. Like, I wanted to zoom in later and look at my grade. And then I also just let my friends know, like, hey, ex-best friend, we went to high school together with her. And, yeah, I let her know, like, hey, here's your grade. The bitch was failing. And she got mad and she reported me to the dean of students and tried to get me kicked out of the nursing program, which honestly they were going to do that and, like, fully kick me out. I think if I would have went to the final meeting and sat in front of the board of directors, I 100% would have been kicked out. But I played it smart because if I would have got kicked out, I would have got zeros and Fs. It would have tanked my GPA, and my GPA was already high. So I just dropped out. And because it was COVID, I dropped out of school because of COVID. So on my transcript, it literally says W COVID.
W COVID.
Yeah, so
COVID 1.
COVID
W
1.
COVID. L Chris.
And yeah, so that all happened. I honestly think it was for the better. It saved my GPA. It didn't really affect anything transcript wise. So then I definitely needed a therapist. So I started going to therapy, counseling. And I really liked my therapist. She was super chill and cool, and thought, well, what credits do I have to complete this degree? And then rehab services is what my degree's in. And then I was like, well, can't do shit with this. So I had to go get a master's.
And here we are. And you're done, and you're in your field, and you're working.
Yes!
Yay!
I know, it's kind of crazy to think, like, looking back 5 years ago, I would have never thought that I would be where I'm at now. Like, at all. Like, never, ever, ever. So things work out. For those out there who's going through a shitty time, it may not get better next month or next year, but things are going to get better eventually. Even if it's the small things, count the baby wins.
Yeah, I think I've definitely been learning that about myself. Okay, so Chris has known me for a long time. So now you see I'm doing this podcast.
Yes.
And honestly, I don't know if this is like healing or whatever, but I feel like my inner teenager is really coming through right now because I'm like, I need to start acting again.
Yeah.
And I don't know, whenever we were in school and Miss Thomas crushed our dreams, just the way that she really did not make theater fun.
Ow.
I can talk about this with Chris, you guys. I'm going to start crying. The way that she did not make theater fun, it really crushed my soul because I loved doing that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I need to do something practical. So that's why I was like, okay, fine. I'll go to school.
Yeah,
I'll
because we were
do,
artsy fartsy kids. Like
yeah,
you did dance, I did
yeah,
orchestra choir, I did all the things, and
yeah.
we were just so artsy fartsy. And then our teacher really just ruined everything. She just ruined our whole future of wanting to pursue like our dreams, I guess, and passions. Because
Yeah.
this is like our passion, but
Yeah.
screw her. She failed us 2 weeks before we graduated.
Oh,
Do you remember that?
I
Literally,
try to forget.
we were failing costuming class. Costuming.
Costuming.
Costuming. And she failed us 2 weeks before we graduated. Okay, I'm off. Let me hop off that soapbox.
Okay, anyways, where was I? Yeah, okay, so I packed up that little dream and was like, okay, let me get serious, I guess, and let me like go to college. And I picked mass communications because I knew I could write. I was like, this is something I enjoy. I guess I can do this, or I can communicate, right? I know I can speak.
Right.
And honestly, Chelsea did help me like figure this out.
Oh, really? Nice.
Yeah, she really did.
Well, she did kind of the same. Or she was mass comm or something.
Girl, I don't know.
Oh, well.
But so then I was like, okay, let me go down this road. And now being done, being out of grad school, being in my career for, at least a couple of years just by itself. I mean, I like journalism. I do. I don't like my day job, but I like doing journalism. I like
Right.
writing. I like interviewing, but I think I'm coming to a point where I'm realizing it's not my passion. It's
Yeah.
not what I want to do forever. And I think I'm a little bit scared to admit that because I have a master's degree. Like, I spent all this time doing this thing.
Right.
I'm student debt,
Yeah.
So
But I like to think of things like we have a passion and we have a day job. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
I love counseling. I love doing what I do, helping people. But that's my day job.
Yeah.
And I'll do it forever because I got bills. We got bills. We got to
Yeah,
pay bills
yeah.
somehow. But drag is my passion. Being creative, sewing, fashion, makeup, that's me. Like, that's what I want to do with my life. Like, I see myself sewing things for people and, really getting commissions in the future. And that's my passion. But I
Okay.
still got to pay my bills,
Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about you doing drag. Why did you start doing drag? Because I've seen this journey, but
Yeah.
we haven't sat down and like talked
No.
about it. So let's talk about it for the girlies. Tell us.
Yeah, so we were always theater kids. I always loved when people would do their faces. Like, I don't remember, we did a show one time and I did like a full gray face and like I really went in.
The
like,
gargoyle.
the gargoyle. That's what I was, a gargoyle. And I went in. Don't get me wrong. I was looking busted.
What was
but
that show?
I don't know. Some stupid show. Like, it was for like the community. Like, all the kids came out and saw it.
I know, but what was the show? Monster Mash or something like that?
Monster something. Monster Mash?
I feel like
Monster?
it was
don't
Monster
know.
Mash. Okay, anyways.
But yeah, that's when I started liking like face paint, face makeup, special effects. Like, I just thought that was so cool, going into the world of theater and doing special effects. So then teacher sucked. Then I started focusing on medical things, nursing school. I didn't have free time. Like, I couldn't just go out and just do things just for the hell of it because I had to go study. Then COVID happened. Then I fell back in love with YouTube and vloggers, rewatching all the old makeup people, like the 2016 makeup era with the
What
big block
an
brows,
era.
the big cut crease. Like, that was our era.
Yes.
That's why
Because that's when we were in high school. I was in drill team.
Yes.
Yeah, that's how I learned. I learned how to do makeup through being on drill team and kind of YouTube. But I didn't really watch YouTube that much. Erin she watched YouTube a lot, and we would always do our
Yes.
makeup and stuff. So, yeah.
And I think watching y'all do makeup also got me interested. I remember one time.
No, we did do his makeup.
Yes. Oh, y'all. I used to be fierce. I still am fierce. Let's clarify.
Yes, wait. Yeah, y'all need to clock in. If you don't know Crissy MF Cross, you need to clock in.
Yeah, follow me at Crissy CRISSY __CROSS. Ding. But yeah, so COVID started doing my own makeup because I didn't have no one to practice on. I lived with a bunch of guys, so
Yeah.
I just sat in my room and did my own makeup. Was looking real busted, and then practice makes perfect. Went to UNT where everyone was just super queer, super artsy fartsy, and I just felt the courage to do drag and tried a bunch of different things and started sewing my own costumes because back in theater we learned how to sew. So I'm like, well, let me make my own costumes now. So yeah, and that's where we are now.
So really, we needed Miss Thomas.
I hate to admit it, but yes, she did steer us in a path. It may not be the right path, but she steered us in a path and made me realize some things. But yeah, I do appreciate
a real
what I
roundabout
learned.
path, but
Yes,
we're here.
We had to make a full 10 years. It took 10 years to come around to the circle, but we're here now. Because yeah, like everything I know about sewing and about like patterns and how things work with clothes is because of her, to be honest. And we used to clock her for her clothes. Oh my God. We used to read this girl down. We used to read her down for the way she would dress. Well, she did it to herself.
She did it to herself.
But yeah, and then makeup. I do my own makeup. I like doing other people's makeup. Since I've gotten I think I'm good at makeup. I don't want to say like I'm the makeup guru, but like I think I'm doing pretty good at makeup.
No, you've come a long way. You really have.
Thank you. But yeah, I've gotten paid to do other people's makeup and like graduation pictures, quinces, just
cute.
different things. And
yeah.
So yeah,
you do like your cousin's makeup and stuff.
Yes, yeah, I do my cousin's. I did. One of them went to prom, did her prom makeup.
Yeah,
and, yeah. So
love that.
I'm the gunkle, the gay cousin, the gunkle. I'm the gay one. So.
Okay, so where is your drag today? What have you been doing?
So I am currently in a competition. Dueling Divas in Dallas at Crush every other Tuesday. It's a lip sync bracket style competition.
Okay.
So we go head to head. They give us a minute of a song I choose, a minute of a song the other girl chooses, and a minute of a random song, and we just duel it out on stage.
Wait, what day is it?
On Tuesdays.
On Tuesday.
So not this week, but next week is
in the middle of the week.
Yeah, I know.
On a school night.
Girl, tell me about it. But yeah, not this week, but next week is round 3, and I'm really, really, really shocked that I made it to round 3 because I'm just super hard on myself when it comes to performance style. I'm not like your dancing girl. I can move, but I'm not a dancer. You know, like I wouldn't say I'm a dancer like some of these other girls. But I'm more funny, and like especially in Dallas, going against other drag queens who are dancers, I have to make sure I stand apart by being funny. But yeah, so I'm in that, and then I'm getting gigs. I'm gonna be at.
You say you're not a dancer, but you're really being humble right now.
No, I don't think I'm a dancer, like, but I definitely can do a little 1-2. Don't get me wrong. I can do a little 1-2.
You can move, yeah.
I can move. I'm a mover. That's what I like to say.
I'm a mover.
I'm a big girl. In drag, I'm already a big person out of drag, but in drag, I'm like a big girl. Like I'm a big girl.
How tall do your heels make you?
Oh. When I'm in heels, it's about 6'6".
Oh my God.
Yeah, 6'6", 6'7".
Scary.
Yeah, giant man, and I'm not skinny either, so I'm big, and my hips just make it even.
That's
bigger.
what I'm saying. A giant woman.
Giant, gentle woman. Yes.
She's a woman.
On the weekends.
And during the week. What do you mean?
And school night. It's a Tuesday.
Counselor by day, drag queen by night.
Yeah, that's me. But yeah, I've been enjoying that, getting to meet people because I just moved to Dallas and I just got to network and really kind of put my name out there. So,
yeah, so proud. I know I need to come to more stuff. I would come on a Tuesday night. It's just
yeah, you came to some shows. You've seen me when I was busted. Sometimes. I think I've looked busted.
That's what I'm saying. I need to come like now. I mean, when was the last time I went? It wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't.
Whenever you were at in Denton.
Yeah. So it wasn't that long ago, but my drag has changed so much in over a year. Like the way I do my face, and the way I wear my clothes, and my body. I learn things, tips and tricks. So come see your girl.
Yes.
Crissy Cross.
Yes, Crissy MF Cross.
And you know why I have that drag name, right? Do you know?
Yeah, I mean I know, but you can tell the people.
So back in high school, there was this Vine. Yes, Vine.
Vine. Shout out Vine.
Shout out Vine. And it was this Crissy. His name was Crissy, and he was just this big fat guy who had like stubbly facial hair and blue lipstick with blue and black eyeshadow with blue and black hair, like a bob. It was a bob. I see him. I can still see this person. Them. They. She. Her. They. Them. They. Whatever they are.
Yeah. Was it like Was that them or was that like a persona?
Right.
Like a character?
It was Crissy.
It was Crissy.
So
The spirit of Crissy.
The spirit of Crissy. So whenever I would diva out in high school and just really be super gay, y'all would call me Crissy.
Crissy.
And yeah, so that kind of stuck. So Crissy was always going to be in the name. Cross came in because during my whole gender journey, like I'm he, they is my pronouns, started cross-dressing a lot. Wouldn't consider it drag, but definitely was cross-dressing, wearing boy makeup, women's clothes, and I still looked cute. And then yeah, so Crissy, cross-dresser, crossing. Yep.
Crossing guard, yeah.
Yeah, crossing guard, definitely crossing guard. Imagine a drag queen crossing guard.
I feel like it's been done, but if it hasn't, what would the drag name be?
Let me write it in my notes real quick.
Yeah. Or you can do like a number.
Just a little
crossing number. I don't know.
Crossing number, yeah. That'll be fierce. Just work the runway.
Yeah.
I'd be in heels and everything. I sure would.
I can see it now, like the hard hat, the vest, like
A
bedazzled.
hard hat? Crossing guards wear hard hats?
Oh,
they wear like a little
my bad.
cap.
I don't know. Okay, not a hard hat. Sorry.
But the stop sign will be.
I guess I was thinking
out,
construction
bedazzled.
worker. Oh yeah, yeah. Stop sign bedazzled. The vest bedazzled.
Yeah.
You need a whistle.
Oh yeah, a little gay whistle. Yeah, super
whistle.
gay. Yeah.
What's a gay whistle?
Yes, cross the street. Yes. That's what it would say. It would be like an electronic whistle, like maybe an air horn, bullhorn. What do they call it?
Yeah.
That'll work.
Bullhorn. I think you're right.
A whistle. That's too straight. That's like straight boy PTSD. Sports and stuff. So we need a megaphone, and I'll say cross.
Like
it's time
a
to
cheerleading
walk.
megaphone.
It's time to walk. Have a good day at school. Yes.
Cover girl, put the bass in your walk.
Hey. Yes, that would be me. For sure. Maybe like in 50 years. We'll see.
In 50 years?
Yeah.
When you're retired, you don't have anything else to do. You're just going to be a crossing
Walk
guard.
the children. Walk the kids. That's
in
it.
drag or out of drag? Well, drag is going to be illegal by then.
It's illegal now, honey.
Oh, girl, let's talk about it. No, let's talk about it, okay, you guys. Let's get into some shit. UNT. So we're both alumnas, whatever, of UNT, the University of North Texas in Denton.
Go Mean Green.
Putting them on blast because why did they ban drag?
Yeah, so I was in a drag show that happened this semester. It was supposed to happen on campus. Literally, they gave us so many rules that we had to follow. The songs had to be certain. The outfits had to be certain. We only had to do a certain number of dance moves. We couldn't do death drops. We couldn't do cartwheels. We couldn't do splits. Like, there were so many rules that they needed us to follow. And we were like, okay, like, cool. Like, if you got rules, we'll follow them. We just want our art to be shown to queer people on campus, 2 weeks of, and they canceled it. Like, the chancellor sent an email to the girl who was organizing the whole thing and was like, hey, we're canceling the show because of whatever bullshit DEI laws in Texas. And
yeah, because UNT revoked their DEI.
And I'm just like, that doesn't make any sense. Like, you gave us a list of rules to follow and all of these things that we have to have, and
just to say, just kidding anyways.
Just kidding. People spent money on costumes. People spent money on hair. People spent money on, like, time rehearsing, doing things. Like, it's just not like, oh, we canceling an event and, oh, it's okay. Like, you didn't invest any time into this. But, like, no, people care. Like, you can't just go on stage and just do a number. Like, you have to prepare. So that kind of really made us upset. But luckily, shout out to Anderson's in Denton. It is bar and grill type vibe. And they let us host our drag show there for free, and it was all free to everybody. They just wanted to provide like a queer space for the students, and they kind of really felt that they treated us wrong, because they did. And we weren't the only ones. Like, there was 2 drag shows that were going to happen this semester, and they did happen, but they just didn't happen on campus.
So why did they ban drag? Like, what was their reason? Do you know?
Because it's the whole gender bending,
cross-dressing,
yada, yada, cross-dressing.
Oh my god!
Vibe, yeah.
Like this, and this is what makes me mad, because it's an art form, and then if you're gonna ban drag, you need to ban theater. You need to ban like live shows, because there's cross-dressing in that too.
Exactly. Yeah.
Hello.
and that's the thing that they don't understand is that we had bio women who are
You
cis
need to
women.
ban Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah, like we have cis women who are also drag queens, so they're not bending the gender for them. Like it's their own gender that they were assigned.
They're just dressing up and
yeah,
dancing.
they're just dressing up. And
Regardless, you're just dressing up and dancing.
Exactly, and yeah, it was very frustrating. It's just annoying that they do this type of thing.
So is it still banned?
It is. So there's a group on campus. I don't know what they're called, but it's like a young lawyers group, pretty much like a pre-law type thing. Don't quote me on this, but I think
me.
but they got together and they did a protest, and they had a protest on campus, and it was a drag protest, and so they opened it up to anyone and everyone who wanted to perform at the front steps, basically, and yeah. So and then they were suing the university because it is considered freedom of speech, like affecting people's freedom of speech.
No, literally.
So they got some lawyers. I think they teamed up with the A&M people who same thing, same issue, and they got their lawyers that kind of won the case, and they're gonna help out UNT.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, tell me, as a drag queen, what do you think about like the attack on this art form? And because it's obviously like not just attack on drag queens, but attack on the entire community and trans people as well,
Yes.
especially.
Yes, and I think that is the thing that pisses me off more is that they're attacking drag because it is inadvertently attacking the trans people. Like if y'all want to attack trans people, why can't y'all just come out and say that? Y'all been saying it, so why what are y'all backpedaling for now? Like y'all want to go to drag? I get that. Like they're trying to find a different way to, pin trans people against the world, and that just makes me upset because we're just people. Like,
well, yeah, I mean,
we're just humans.
They're just scapegoating the entire
Yep.
LGBT community and everything that's queer adjacent. Like,
Yes.
it's
It makes me nervous, like being a newer drag artist and doing this, going out in public. Like I have to. It's not like I just show up to the club and I'm like in drag. Like like I just don't. It takes hours to do these things. It takes me about 3 hours to get ready, but I get ready at home, and then I have to walk out of my apartment, go in my car, from my car all the way to wherever I'm performing, and then park in a parking lot and then walk into the club. Like, it makes me nervous for the people, not necessarily in the club who are coming to see me, but the people who are maybe on the road. I've gotten flicked off a couple times. Like I'm living my life. I just have makeup on and I have a hat on and I just like look, I'm driving. So like I'm looking and I've gotten flipped off.
Really?
Just people. I don't know why.
Because you were driving bad or because you had makeup on?
Probably because I had makeup on. I wasn't driving bad.
I know, you don't drive bad.
But no, because, it's just little things like that makes me worry. It makes me also worry, like, if they continue to move forward with this and I do drag, are the police going to be waiting outside, like, by my car? Like, are they going to be waiting outside the club for all these drag queens who just got off of work and are trying to go home? Like, it's just, it's kind of scary for the future.
Mm-hmm.
I understand, like, my worries, but to put that into a perspective of a trans person, I don't know. I don't know how they get through their day-to-day. Just shout out to all my trans folks. Y'all are doing the damn thing and continue to do the damn thing. Don't be scared.
And we have to continue to be allies because and recognize that all of this negative rhetoric towards trans people is really just fear-mongering. It's just scapegoating. Like, there's no real threat. You guys just need something to talk about because you
ran out of topics because everything else you're doing is shit.
You're further distracting us, further creating problems within the proletariat so that we keep inner fighting. Right. Because this is something else that I want to bring up that's also within your realm, which is RFK Jr. Have you seen
that wormhole?
Have you seen his latest take on autism?
Yeah, his whole tangent. Just
the fact that he's gonna build a database to keep track of these people based on medical records. That's what he wants to do.
It is completely opposite in the direction that we're going with mental health. Mental health is a big thing. Everyone's pushing mental health. The Republicans are pushing mental health. The Democrats are pushing mental health. Everyone's pushing mental health. But the way that they're going about it is, we don't need to put a number on these people and track them. Like his whole speech about them never paying taxes and never being successful, never finding meaning in life. Have you seen Love on the Spectrum?
It's
like, you know how modern autism is nowadays? Like,
what world is he living in? Like
the wormhole. The wormhole worm. Yes.
What closet did you guys pull him out of?
The skeleton closet.
What the F is wrong with this man? Where did he come from? Where is he going, Cotton Eye Joe? Like, who is this man? And why is he now all of a sudden in charge of the health of this country?
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't even know what autism is. He's worried about, and his point about, like, they can't contribute to society. Who cares, dude?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, just let people do what they gotta do.
Honestly.
Don't get me wrong. There are some people who are on the spectrum who need total care and, like, need the assistance.
Which is fine.
That's how they're born. What do you want us to do? Just, like, put them in the corner and, like, just let them do them? No, like, people need to care for these people. But then you have the complete opposite side of the spectrum where you have geniuses, you have engineers, doctors, creators. Like, there's so many people who are on the spectrum that are so damn smart, and you're just discredited them on live TV like that. Like,
it's such a strange and kind of, like, scary worldview to have. I don't know, thinking really about him as, like, the reality that he lives in, where he, like, really doesn't, he first of all doesn't understand what autism is, and then he's gonna go and bash an entire group of people, and he's completely unempathetic. Like, I don't know. What kind of headspace is that? Like, and I guess we're setting up, the conversation is being set up for eugenics, meaning we're gonna then, you know, try to, like, literally breed these people out.
Yeah.
Which is also horrible. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, white supremacy is so confusing to me.
It doesn't make any sense, and I just think he's a sellout. Like, don't get me wrong, when RFK was running for presidency, I looked into his campaign, I read what he was about, like, I wanted to educate myself on him.
And what did you find?
He had some things that were okay, and then he had some things that I was like, okay, this is not okay. You know, like,
he's loony.
Out of all of these options, he was not the worst option. Let's put it that way.
But he's loony now.
He is now, and I think it's because he's a sellout, and at this point, he can just say whatever the fuck he wants. Like, I think Trump just...
Why are these old...
let me put you in this position and have fun. Like, you know, just do what you want. I think that's where he's at right now.
Y'all, I'm really just so mad that this man is so old. Trump is so old. Why are y'all not sitting down on a beach somewhere? You have Mar-a-Lago for what reason? You're not there.
No.
Why? Go
Did you
sit
see
down.
They released his physical. They released his health record finally.
He's so strong, and I'm so strong and healthy.
They said he's 6'3". I'm 6'2".
I'm 6'2".
They said he's 6'3" and 230 pounds. I don't know about that. They also said he scored a 30 out of 30 on his mental health assessment. So they do, like, the national mental health screening on him.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna believe anything they release.
You think this man got 30 out of 30? You think this man passed? Flying colors.
Like, I'm gonna believe anything they tell me about this man. I don't care about his physical health. Yeah. I do not give a shit. How old is he? He's like 80-something?
78.
78? Yeah, whatever. Same shit. Go sit down.
Yeah, please. Just go sit down.
You made your money. You lived your life.
Yeah, it's power.
Go torture your grandkids and leave us alone.
And I think that's what RFK wanted also, was the power. He was put in the shadows so long because of his...
His whole family,
his whole history.
Yeah, and now he's having his moment.
He's having his moment, and baby, it's a moment. It's not the right moment, but it's
a horrible,
a moment.
Terrible, embarrassing.
Yeah, but yeah, when he said all that stuff about people on the spectrum and autistic folk, then I saw all these other videos on TikTok coming about these people who have autism who are speaking their mind and saying how uneducated RFK is and how. Honestly, these people who are on the spectrum are probably more qualified for his job.
And everyone's always in the comments talking about Elon's autistic.
I think that's drugs, baby.
It could be both. It could be both. But yeah, definitely, he's definitely on drugs. 100%. Oh, yeah. That's what I keep saying. I'm just waiting for the drug cocktails to take over. But I don't know. At the same time, you guys, I know assholes live a long time, unfortunately.
Yeah, they do. They live longer than what they need to, and like you said, we're gonna be alive when we see the day that they are no longer on this earth, and that makes me excited.
Hey, hey, you know what? That was good. That's a new perspective. I like that.
Yeah, we will be alive. We will see it. We will hear about it.
That'll be better than when the Queen died.
The Pope? Oh my God. I was so sad when the Pope died.
I can't believe...
And I'm not religious.
I can't believe J.D. Vance killed the Pope.
Shook his hand, and within hours...
Oh my God. And you know what else he did? Now India and Pakistan are at war. After that man came back from India.
Yeah. They're the devil. Yeah.
No.
No,
it's a joke. It's because J.D. Vance went and met the Pope, and literally, like, the same day, he died.
Yeah. Like, they sat down and shook hands and everything.
The Pope told J.D. Vance, like, I don't like you, girl.
Yeah, he kind of told him off. Like, you're not a Christian. You're not a Christian!
She's not a Christian!
But yeah, I was kind of sad that the Pope died. Like, this, out of all the popes, this is the one Pope that I was like, wow.
He was cool.
Like,
he was chill.
He was a good guy. Like, just gave back to the poor. Mm-hmm. He made moves in the queer community. Like, he was so for the gays. He was one of the girls. He loved the dolls. Yeah. He invited a whole group of trans women and men to sit and have dinner. And that's what he sat, talked to these people like people should. Mm-hmm. And I just, he was an admirable man, and it's real sad to see him go. But they say his successor, the one that is most likely going to get the spot, it's a Filipino man. Okay. And I think pretty much it's the same alignment as Pope Francis. Like, they're pretty much copy-paste of the beliefs, the progressiveness. And he would be the first ever
Well, the Philippines are known for being gay.
Yes. I love the Philippines.
You know this?
Yes. I
don't know what's in the water over there.
I want to drink, babes, because I want to be that gay. What
kind of man do you want?
What kind of man do I want?
Yeah.
I don't know. A man that loves me. No. Right now, we're in our single era. We're very much living our best lives.
That's good.
I don't need no man to hold me down. I'm doing too much right now.
Okay, girl.
I can barely take care of my dog. Okay? You want me to take care of a man?
Poor little Shadow.
Love him. But yeah, the Philippines, even the babies, like when they're little, you can tell when they're gay, like 100%. And the parents are so supportive, and they love it. And yeah, I just am obsessed with.
They haven't been wrecked by colonialism
at all.
We love.
But yeah, so the Pope made me sad. He was buried yesterday. What also pissed me off is that they went pretty much against all of his wishes when passing. For real? Yeah.
What did they do?
So the Pope was known to be a very modest man, and like didn't want any, level up because he was a Pope. Like he's like, I'm just a common folk. Yeah. So he wanted to be buried in a specific area. He did not want his body shown to the world. Like he had certain
me either.
wishes.
What the heck?
And people were going up and like taking selfies with his body. They left him with like his face, like an open casket pretty much. And people were videoing, because when you go to say your respects goodbye to the Pope, you get like 2 seconds. So people were recording and then I'm like,
no decorum, no class.
Dystopian. That's crazy. Like, you were at this man's funeral.
That's a dead body, you guys. That's a dead body.
And I get it. He's a Pope. He's spiritual. Haha, kiki. But if that man did not want to be shown like that, why did y'all do that to him?
Doesn't matter.
Why'd y'all do that to him?
Ew.
But yeah, that kind of made me upset. But may he rest wherever he's at.
We do not stand the Vatican.
No, we don't. He didn't get buried in the Vatican either. Do you know that?
I haven't been keeping up with the Pope.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'm not religious. I'm not religious, but this
but
sparked my interest.
Catholicism is kind of cunty.
Camp. But yeah, he got buried in a small church, like outside of the Vatican. He's one of the few popes who ever make that request. But yeah, Catholicism is so camp. Like, I live for the campiness. The robes, the attire, the crystals, the jewels, like the cross.
Have you been to a Catholic wedding?
Oh my gosh, yes. It is just, I love it. It's kind of just so cute, cunty. Everyone's just down for it, Like, people don't question it. He says rise, and you kneel, okay? Camp, you listen to him, girl.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm dead.
Yes. But yeah, so not religious. I think there's something out there. Just don't know what it is. I'm more spiritual in a sense. I think something's there.
Welcome to the Girly
But
Chronicles podcast.
yeah, I just think God is just too whatever God is on this earth is not what
No,
God
and
is.
that's why I always say like, I'm very adamant about saying it's okay. Because we live in the Bible Belt, we live in Texas, we live in the United States of America, hashtag founded on Christianity, whatever you guys want to say. So I have to make a point to rebel and say, I don't believe in God because I don't believe in your God.
Exactly.
I don't believe in that tyrant, okay? I don't believe in that abuser.
Exactly.
I like the idea of, yeah, the collective source, the collective energy, everyone has a higher self. Like, really, you guys, it's so simple. It's so
Yeah.
simple. Everything is in your head. Everything is in your head. Like, remember, you're living an illusion.
Yeah.
You make your own reality. All the negative shit in your head, yeah, it's the devil, but it's yourself. Like, you have to remember to, like, shut up, like,
Yeah.
stop. Who are you? Why are you doing this to me?
Yeah, and it blows my mind that a lot of Christians are like, well, the left is pushing their agenda down our throats, and I'm just like, what have y'all done all of our lives? Like,
Mm.
I believe there's something out there. I don't believe it is the Christian God or whatever specifics. I just think there's an almighty power
Mhm.
who disperses energy and like puts us here for a reason. But I very much believe like once we're gone, our energy is going to be transferred into something else. Like I came to this realization recently that when I die, I feel like I'm gonna die and like pass and close my eyes, but then I'm gonna wake up like in another body and like that's it.
Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. That is
Yeah.
physics. That is science.
Yeah. So when my soul goes, I I don't care if I'm a dog. I don't care if I'm a pretty tulip in the garden. Okay, just don't put me back in this realm, please.
Yeah, like I have always known since I was a child that I have been on this earth before. It was a long time ago, and for whatever reason, I decided to come back. And let me tell you, whatever contract I made, God thinks he's funny. God thinks
Comedian.
he's so funny. My life is one big joke. No, but okay, but for real though, I do see God all the time. Like every day I make connections. I have revelations. Like I listen to myself. I listen to my intuition. I don't know what it is, but I feel like naturally I'm just like tapped in.
Yeah.
Like, okay, on Friday, honestly, I don't know why, but in the morning I was just like thinking about, okay, that's whenever I was thinking about having Jazz perform like in front of an audience.
Yeah.
And I just like got like really overwhelmed, like this really overwhelming sensation of like joy and like happiness of like we're gonna do this, like we're gonna make it, you know, like I don't know, I just know in my body, in my soul, like there's just a part of me that knows.
But do you also think that maybe it could be because you actually enjoy seeing your friends take the dub?
No, for sure, like 100%, of course, but it was like I cried, like it was
Aw.
like overwhelming. I was like
Yeah.
why am I crying right now?
Yeah.
You know, it was like big. It was big. So it was like
Yeah.
a moment where I was like, okay, something is happening. We're on the right path.
Right.
It's all happening. Sheena Shea. You don't watch
Yeah.
Vanderpump, do you?
No, I don't. No, I don't. But
Vanderpump girlies.
I'm
hey,
assuming
hey,
she
hey,
has
hey.
a tattoo like this or what?
Leave a comment. Leave a comment if you watch Vanderpump because I do talk about it like every episode.
Yeah, no, don't watch that show. Current obsession.
Highly recommend.
Is Drag Race. Always and forever will be Drag Race.
Okay, I haven't been watching the new seasons.
Anya Nerve.
I
drag
have
name.
seen the Anya Nerve.
So
People
good.
like her. That's
So
a good drag
good.
name. That's a good drag name.
Anya Nerve, yes.
Anya Nerve is
Anya Nerve.
wonderful.
Great one. Because it do take nerve. It do.
It takes.
Charisma.
Couldn't think of the first one. Uniqueness, nerve, and talent.
C-U-N-T, honey. And you better spread that C-U-N-T all over the stage. But this next All-Stars, have you seen the All-Stars lineup?
No, I haven't been paying attention to Drag Race. I'm sorry.
There's 18 queens. 18.
All Stars?
Yeah.
Who's coming back?
Oh, Mistress Isabel Brooks, Ginger Minge.
Ginger Minge.
Yeah. Alyssa Hunter. There's like so many good ones. Like there's just so many good drag, like so much good drag. It's gonna be a great season, so I'm super excited for it.
Okay.
Maybe one day I'll be on RuPaul's Drag Race.
Do you want to be on Drag Race? Like, for
I
real?
definitely want to be on Drag Race.
Okay.
I think I can hold my own. I don't think I'll win right now. If I was to go on the show, definitely would not win. Like, I don't have the money. I'd have to pull out a loan. Definitely would have to pull out a loan.
But I mean,
But I'll give you a TV is what I'm gonna give you.
like a regular season of Drag Race, you don't think you could win like now as is? I mean, I guess. Okay, I guess you're right because Drag Race is like so well established now. Yeah, you
Yes.
probably do need money to go
If
on
I was back
a
now,
first season.
if I look now, and it was like season 3, oh, baby, give me the crown.
And not even that early. I would say like even before season 10.
Oh yeah. We're on season 18 now. It's crazy.
Girl.
But yeah, eventually I want to be on Drag Race. I feel like I can do drag. Performance is good. I can sew. I can do a skit. Like if you give me a script, I will learn a script. I can sing. I can do a little 1-2. Like don't get me wrong. Like
RuPaul, if you're watching,
call me girl. Crissy Cross will be submitting a tape very, very soon.
Crissy MF Cross.
That's me. And I will definitely be giving you good TV. Maybe as soon as the camera is on.
Oh my god, because I've been watching reality TV. Do you think that you could really be on a reality show?
Oh my god, I would be the reality diva. I 100% would. Especially me in drag. Like, out of drag, I'm Chris. And like, yeah, I'm still extra and funny and out there. But when I'm in drag, 10 times worse. Like, even more bitchy, even more quick-witted. Like, I'm real quick with my comebacks, but when I'm in drag, baby, I'll read you down.
It's
like,
a whole persona.
A whole persona. So put me on RuPaul.
The spirit takes over. The spirit of Crissy takes over.
With other drag queens, oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna give you some good TV. So stay tuned. We'll be there one day.
That's so good.
But yeah, drag is my current obsession. Hyperfixation, we'll say.
Hyperfixation. It's your passion.
It is my passion. Other TV shows I'm watching. Abbott Elementary, Always and Forever.
Always
Love
Abbott. Even though the season just ended.
Yes, yeah, I saw the last episode yesterday. So the museum, right?
Yeah,
they went to a museum. Super cute.
So good.
Other current obsession, Alone. I don't know if you've seen that show.
I don't know what that is.
What
is that on?
Alone is they stick these people out in the wilderness.
No, what is it on?
Oh.
What do you watch it on?
Netflix.
Okay.
They stick them out in the wilderness, and whoever lasts the longest wins the grand prize. And they give them nothing. So no camera.
They give them nothing?
No, they give them cameras. They got to record their own selves. Like they don't go with the camera crew. You are out there by yourself.
So it's like influencers?
Yeah. No, not influencers, but they're like survival people.
I know, but yeah, survivor influencers. Like
yeah,
survival influencers. Like what was that guy's name? Bear
Giles Grills.
Bear Bear.
Grills?
What was it like?
Bear Grylls, I think it's called Bear Grylls.
His name was not Bear Grylls.
Yeah, his name was Bear Grylls. Look it up.
Are you for real?
Is his name Bear Grylls?
She's drawing over there.
Oh.
You have your phone, yeah. It's because I use my phone to record. And my laptop, I can't really use it because I'm.
But yeah, so basically they're out there, and it's the survival of whoever lasts the longest, and yeah, whoever lasts the longest, they win like a grand prize. But yeah, it's really interesting. I love wilderness. I love nature.
Would you be on a show like that?
No.
No.
Give me on like Survivor.
Have you seen Survivor?
Yes.
I've never seen Survivor. Should I watch it?
Survivor is so good. Don't start at the beginning though. Like start like season 20.
What? 20? 20?
They're like on season 40 right now.
Holy, what the F?
And they got like all-stars and like.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so if I do watch Survivor, I want to watch the seasons that I know people
Bear Grylls.
from.
What I tell you, Grylls. Grills.
Girl, that's a fake name. He changed his name. What the hell?
He's British. Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls.
But yeah, Survivor's cool. Definitely start watching it. I love reality TV shows.
I want to watch the seasons that I know people from, like that I watched them on other shows, like Traitors or like House of Villains.
I haven't seen any of those shows.
Okay.
I like reality TV shows, but I haven't seen House of Villains or Traitors. House of Villains, I've watched clips because of Candy Muse was on there.
Yeah, we watched like a little bit, but we never finished it.
Yeah,
it was okay. Traitors is really good though.
It seems like overproduced to me.
Yeah,
I don't like that.
I think it was okay, but you could tell it was like, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I like the reality TV shows where you just drop these bitches in a room and
No,
see how they react. You know?
yeah, no, Traders is really good because it's like, yeah, it's campy and there's like theatrics, but the game is really good.
Yeah, because they have to like murder each other. Can we say murder? Oh.
Yes,
Murder.
Murder.
But yeah,
You know what
Bob,
I've been
the
saying?
drag queen, was on there.
Oh my god, yes.
And the girls didn't like him. The girls did not like him.
Oh my god, please watch his season. I'm so sad. He didn't last as long as I wanted him to last, and it's because of stupid freaking Rob. Boston Rob.
Boston Rob. I did see
I don't even know who Boston Rob was.
He's from, Survivor.
Survivor.
Yeah, he's kind of a legend. He's really good.
A legend.
He's a legend.
He's like
Survivor
a legend.
He's won like 3 times.
Well, good for him.
Yeah, but no, Bob was robbed. Bob would have been great TV.
Bob was robbed.
Bob was robbed.
Literally.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think next they're trying to get more drag queens on Traders. So like Monet Exchange.
We
and
love
Bianca Del Rio.
Monet after Bob.
And yeah, well, they're like sisters.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's like too close.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Sorry to cut you off, but I do have a point that I actually want to talk about. You said, who's
Yes.
Charlie Kirk? And I said,
yeah,
I'm
that?
jealous that you don't know who this... I mean, it's good that you don't know who he is, and I don't really want to talk about him, but
look at his face.
I'm only going to talk about him because he was at A&M, and we live in Texas.
I already don't like A&M.
Me either.
The cult of Texas.
Oh my god. Okay, this is like unrelated but kind of related. So I was at an event and I was interviewing this lady and she was like, "Oh, where'd you get your degree from?" And I said UNT, and she said, "Oh, that's like a really liberal school." And I said, "Well, it's not A&M." Yeah, him.
I know who he is.
That little
I didn't know what his name
twat.
was.
Charlie Kirk. So that man went to A&M for, because that's what guys like him do. They go to college campuses, right?
Yeah.
And people were mad at him because he wouldn't take like certain, I guess, like he wouldn't let certain people speak to him as he was holding this forum.
Okay.
And he kind of like, or something happened. There's this kid named Dean Withers. He also debates a lot of people, but he's like a leftist.
Okay.
He's the blonde hair, blue eyed kid. I don't know if you've seen him before.
Yeah, I think I have, yeah.
Probably on TikTok. He does a lot of stuff on TikTok.
Blonde hair, blue eyes, so descriptive.
Yeah, I know, right? But that's the only way I can describe him because, like, that's what he looks like.
Yeah.
So he was there too, but I think A&M shut him down and let Charlie Kirk have his thing.
Sounds
right?
about white.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So A&M, yay, Texas. And of course there was a MAGA crowd there, but I did hear that some of his supporters were kind of getting mad at him because he wouldn't let people come speak and like ask questions or whatever. But
because he doesn't want to get gagged. He knows the girls are gonna gag him, and he doesn't want to be gooped and gagged on his own platform.
And I did watch some clips, and I did watch like a long clip of this one girl who got to speak to him for a long time, and she's talked to him before, and he recognized her. And so like it was their whole exchange, and oh my god, all that man does is lie. Like he just lies, and he like takes stuff out of context and starts like a new conversation whenever you give him something. Yeah. It's like da da da. Oh, but what about this?
Horrible debater.
Really, really bad. Really, really stupid. Really, really, I guess, dangerous for him to have a platform.
Yes.
And for people to listen to him. But I think he really showed his ass, honestly, at A&M. But another point that I really wanted to actually kind of mention, just because I thought it was like, it's just so insane to me that we still have, like Texas, you don't even need a permit to carry a gun in this state.
That's it.
So, of course, people came to counter Charlie Kirk. So there's a guy, he calls himself Conscious Lee.
Okay.
On TikTok. He's from where's College Station?
Bryan,
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, he's from there. And
College Station is College Station, Texas, by the way.
Oh, my bad.
And Bryan.
Oh,
Bryan and College Station are like same county. Yeah, sorry.
Whatever. Who cares? A&M. I shouldn't be mean to them.
No, be mean to them. They deserve it.
I know, it's great. Okay.
Yeah, they're a cult.
Yeah. So they came to counter him, and so like there was all these people here, and Consciously was kind of like making his own content because that's what he does. He makes content too, and then he was trying to debate this one guy, but that guy wouldn't talk to him because he was like there for Charlie. Anyways, so then he had this other guy who is a parent of one of the children who died in Uvalde.
Oh, okay.
So that dad, I guess he does like kind of activism
Yeah.
on behalf of his child, obviously. So he was there, and just bringing up like the fact that there's still people who defend because so the guy that consciously he was like recording the guy that wouldn't talk to him as he was talking to that dad, and the guy who wouldn't talk to him, he was trying to bring up abortion while this dad was telling him, I lost my child in a school shooting. This other guy was bringing up abortion.
Yeah.
What planet do you people live on?
They lost the plot. I think this whole group of people, the Republicans, they've lost their own plot, babes. They've
Like-
gotten so far mixed. They don't even know. Like you said, they're going to be talking about guns, and then they're going to bring up abortion because that's another hot topic, and then they're going to bring up the trans people because
to counter it.
it doesn't make no sense. Like, listen to this man. He lost his child. Let this man grieve. Let this man say his piece. Leave him alone. Just leave him alone, you know?
Yeah, and it's extremely sad and extremely heartbreaking, but we already know that this issue is not going to be fixed because of Sandy Hook, because Obama said this and now it's being brought up again. Like, a bunch of rich white kids died. If you're not going to change gun laws for a bunch of rich white kids, you do not care.
No, at all.
It is the time. If you are a Second Amendment advocate, if you have a gun, if you like guns, honey, the government is tyrannical, so you better take up your Second Amendment right and get your gun and go threaten the government, because they're the ones ruining your life, not trans people, not gay people, not liberals.
Exactly.
If anything, the libtards that you hate want to make your life better.
Yeah. And I just want to correct you a little bit. I don't like libtards.
I know. I'm sorry. It's just
Just wanted to say. But yeah, for those out there, we don't use that term because it is connected to another word
I know.
that is since dated. But I know you were on your soapbox. But I just want to clarify for the viewers out there, we don't condone
Snowflakes.
Yes,
Snowflakes.
Yes.
Snowflake.
Yeah, we're the snowflakes. Yeah, we're the snowflakes. Yeah, like I said, I just think they lost the plot. Like they don't know where to talk. They've gotten so far down their rabbit hole that they can't really. They've gotten so far down. They're trying to come out the other side at this point, and they're just like, "What? Where we at?" You know. It is sad that, yeah, we don't have no gun laws. Like, there was a shooting last week. There's a shooting all the time. There's always shootings everywhere.
Every day. It's the number one killer of children, that and car crashes.
Yeah.
And y'all don't care. You're always ranting about, yelling about saving the children. You don't care about the children.
No.
You don't care about the children. You don't care about their mothers. $5,000? Are you serious? $5,000, but I can't get health care. I can't get child care. I can't get maternity leave.
Yeah.
But you're going to give me $5,000.
Yeah. But, you know, the other lady wanted a child tax credit, and they're like, oh, we can't do that. We can't do a tax credit. Yeah, it's just crazy. The world that we live in, and I try not to consume so much media. I'm so interested in it. Like, I'm so interested in politics. I love politics. I love to debate people and talk about these things.
Yeah.
But at this point, I try to remove myself from it because everything is so negative.
Yeah.
It's hard to see the positive that's going on now.
We're really at the point where we just have to keep dancing while the world burns.
Yeah.
Like, we have to keep a positive attitude, and because joy is a form of resistance. Like, I see what this fascist regime is doing, but I have hope and faith in my community because I know there is still people down here living in reality who actually do care about one another and about their community, and they are putting in the work.
And I think that's the great thing about me doing drag and being so enmeshed in the queer culture right now, in the queer community, that helps me escape. Like, knowing that, hey, my trans friend is finna go get her tits chopped off. Like, you know, like, this is the reality that I live in. So whatever these higher up people, whatever y'all are thinking, baby, our world's not really changing too crazy. Like, we're going to still care about each other. Like, I'm going to still be with my neighbors and hang out and, like, really strengthen our community. Yeah. And I think that's what they're not realizing, that y'all are just making us grow stronger.
Yeah.
To be honest.
But the normies are being disrupted, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm here for. They need to be uncomfortable.
They do. Yeah, that 100%. And what did they say back in the day when the whole queer liberation happened? They would protest by day, party by night.
Yeah.
And that joy
Yeah.
is the form of resistance because
Yeah.
they try to bog us down. But baby, no, we finna go turn up and we finna go protest.
Because they want us to be sad. They want us to feel defeated. They want us to feel scared. Because if we are, then we're just going to let them do whatever they want. But if I tell you, no, I'm not scared and I'm not sad, I'm actually angry at you and I'm actually willing to fight you.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
All you're doing is lighting a fire under my ass.
It's going to happen real soon. I think
Yeah.
within this year, some crazy shit, revolutionary thing
Definitely.
is going to take
Like,
place.
this administration, they're flying way too close to the sun.
I'm saying I'm here for it. If y'all want to go make some good chaos, do what y'all got to do. Even if it's a little bit of bad chaos, y'all got to do what y'all got to do.
Girl,
I will not
get
be
chaotic.
I will not be spearheading the shenanigans, but I can neither confirm nor deny that I'll be participating in the shenanigans as well.
You know? Yeah.
Yeah, because what really pisses me off is this whole deportation thing with ICE and how they're taking natural-born citizens now.
Yeah.
This is blunt racism. Like, this is racist. Like, you
It's
are
racism.
getting
It's
the
fascism.
brown folk.
Yeah.
It makes me worried. Like, my mom literally sat me down the other day and she tries to know about politics but doesn't really know, not real educated.
Right.
And she told me, she was like, so can they like come and just like deport us? But like we're citizens. I'm like,
They don't
yeah,
care.
if we're dark enough Mexicans, yeah, they'll come and get us. Like
They
eventually.
don't care. And this is the thing. This is why history is so important, you guys.
Yep.
Do you not remember? Hitler started with the Jews, and
Yeah.
he ended with simply anyone who did not have blonde hair and blue eyes.
Exactly.
Do you know why I remember that? Because I'm not Jewish, but
Yeah.
I don't have blonde hair and blue eyes. But I
Exactly.
remember that.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Hold
and
on.
It is just crazy that they're doing these things, and it makes me scared. It makes me upset for my people. Like, there's Mexicans, Latinos, mi gente. Like, we are the backbone of this motherfucking nation. Who's out here getting your fruit? Who's out here building your things? Who's out here your bilingual doctors? Who are your bilingual therapists? Who are your bilingual pharmacists? Like, y'all got white pharmacists? Go to your pharmacy right now, and is the pharmacist white? No, not. It just blows my mind that, yes, we're losing the hard work, the blue-collar laborers, but we're also losing a lot of the well-educated people, the lawyers, the doctors, who are also getting deported. It makes me mad that the white people are spinning this narrative that, oh, we're going to get all the illegals, and all the illegals do are just the hard-working jobs, and like they really don't produce to society.
Mm.
But then you got all of these people who are on DACA, the dreamers, who are college educated and have multiple degrees. And like I said, like they're doing the real work in the community that is not necessarily the street work, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you're so right. Because if you follow Trump, if you follow that narrative, you really believe that he's only going after people who have committed crimes, who or are a bad person or whatever you think. But you are not accepting the reality that he's going after anyone and everyone who is not white or doesn't agree with him.
Exactly.
I'm scared as a person who just simply doesn't agree with him, and I'm here on the internet saying that I don't agree with him.
Exactly, yeah. And yeah, it goes back, like, the more marginalized you are, the more worried I kind of get. Like, Mexican, strike one. Gay, strike two. Drag queen,
You're out of here,
strike
buddy.
three, babe. Strike three. I'm next. I just need a few more tattoos, and they're gonna lock me up
Girl,
forever.
you're MS-13.
Baby, I got a couple. Don't play. Don't play. But yeah, it just concerns me for my people. And I know that I have a privilege because I am whitewashed. I went to a well-educated school. Like I went.
Oh, yeah, same.
You know, like I'm just whitewashed. So
I'm Tex-Mex.
I feel for my people who have the accent and are like darker skinned.
Yeah, who are like blatant targets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and nothing's different. It's just we're people. You know, we're just all people.
Yeah, truly.
If, like I said, if Jesus was to come down today, he would be deported.
He would be deported.
He would, yeah. Very Christian.
All he has to do is get the paperwork.
Yeah.
That's all he has to do, Chris.
Yeah. get a judge. That's it. Like,
Yeah. He just needs the paperwork.
girl.
And if he got the paperwork, he could come here legally, and that would be okay.
But then they're going to meet you at the ICE office while you're getting your paperwork. And then they're going to deport you while you're at your appointment to get your paperwork.
It just came off the printer. They're about to put it in your hand, and ICE comes
Boom.
in, burst in the room.
Gotcha, gal. Yeah, no, ridiculous. And yeah, it's just discouraging. I don't know. Not necessarily discouraging to me, but to people who are not educated and aware that they can do something about this, like the people who are not making noise and are really scared for their lives and staying inside and not wanting to leave, and like they're not able to make that noise. So I feel like I have the responsibility because I am whitewashed to do it for my people.
Exactly. Like if you have to be an ally. Yeah. It's time for allies to step up.
Yeah. I always said, like, if ICE were to ever see me and want to talk to me and want to get me, girl, because I was born here. Get me, girl.
Well, I don't really care.
Well, I'm gonna make a ruckus.
You're not coming back.
Don't take me back. Yeah. Well, going to prison, a gay guy in prison.
Not in that El Salvador prison.
No, babe. That one's scary boots.
That's what I'm
scary
saying.
boots.
That's where they're gonna send you. That's where they want to. That's where he wants to send everybody.
Yeah, El Salvador as well. Their president is just a mess.
A mess.
I think it's cool too that I honestly think it's cool that the whole world is in shambles. It's not just America, but like the whole world's other governments, the UK, everywhere.
It is a little comforting to know we're not the only ones. Girl, World War III. Okay, I say, me and my coworkers say that World War III is already happening, and we're going to look back at this time period. Like, historians are going to look back and say, okay, this is World War III. But, of course, no one's going to get on the news and say, we're in World War III.
Exactly.
But most of the world is at war.
Yeah, 100%.
We're not doing okay.
Yeah, and I think it's cool that we have the ability to document all of this. Like, all of this is documented. Like, people can go look back 100 years from now, if the planet's alive, and see what all went on.
No, that's what I keep thinking too. Like, we have all of this stuff on the internet. Like, what's gonna, like, after the apocalypse, after the nuclear war, like, are we gonna have access to anything digital? Like, are we gonna lose everything? Do we have?
It's crazy. I never thought about that. But yeah,
how long is technology gonna last?
Honestly, if technology went away today, it would be horrible. I'd cry. I'd be so upset. Don't get me wrong. I would be sad. Boots. I would be so sad. But maybe we need that. Technology is the downfall of humanity.
I don't think so. I don't think technology.
You don't think so?
I don't think technology is the downfall of humanity. I think the way we use technology and the fact that technology is, like capitalism. Like capitalism is the one giving us the technology, right? You know, you have to pay for electricity and all of the things, and then but on top of that, like the slave labor that goes into making all of this technology is another factor. Yeah,
technology is great, don't get me wrong, but if we can do it clean without like harming people and doing bad things to the world, period, let's figure it out, because I'm pretty sure there's a way. They just don't want to admit it.
There is a way, and this goes for everything. This is why, like, I don't know. I think people, Americans, whoever, if you only know capitalism, you only know the world the way that it is, and you're not willing to look beyond at something that isn't happening but could happen, like the idea of technology enabling communism, like I think that could happen for us, but the greed of capitalism is winning, and that's the reason why like it looks so horrible. But you know, if that shift were to happen, like we can live in an equal way and still have our technology, and I think the technology would help us further to be equal. Like if we gave automated jobs to little jobs that humans don't want to do and said, you know what, we're still going to give you universal income. We're still going to give you health care. So we're still going to give you shelter so that you can live and be a human and be a person and do what it is you want to do instead of having to be a cashier for the rest of your life because you just need to pay your bills.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people get lost in the plot that you can do both. You know, like you
can
have
do both.
good technology and you can still make a decent amount of money and like still, you know, do well in your own personal life. Like it's not like, oh, just because technology is getting better, we're going to cut your pay, we're going to cut your hours, you know, like that's not how that should work.
Exactly. Like we're not there yet, and that's where I want us to get. Like we can give the robots our jobs,
Right.
but the government, the legislation, the corporate greed, it all has to change in order for us to then be equal. We have to achieve like equality first.
Exactly. Yeah, I think about it. I watched Wall-E the other day, and it put in things
She
into
stands the
perspective.
test of time.
Oh my God, Wall-E is so good. Like I haven't watched Wall-E in years, years. So watching this back years later, I'm like, oh
yeah,
she's clocking us pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like everything is very, very similar, very, very similar. And it also just made me realize that there could be small machines that do, like you said, the little work. Like,
yes,
we need those. Like, let's get some more street sweeper machines. Let's get some machine that picks up the litter on the side of the road. Like,
we're not using the technology to the best of our ability.
yeah.
And even to operate the technology, you still probably need a human on some level to do something.
To oversee it, yeah.
Yeah, to charge the battery. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, charge it up.
But that human should be compensated. Like, I don't care if all you're doing is charging the battery. I still think you deserve a salary that lets you live. But, if you already have free housing or reduced housing or free healthcare, you don't have to spend money on those things. So then you can spend money on luxury items. So then we still have an economy. You guys are not using big brain ideas.
They're definitely not. They're definitely not. And yeah, getting into like the free waivers and programs and all that, and like me working for the state and learning about all these waivers, there's so much out there. But the way that they have created these things, you have to jump through so many hoops and through so many fences just to even qualify. Like, they have a housing list. You know how long this housing list is?
Too long.
For people with IDD who intellectual disabilities?
Oh my God.
16 years.
Oh no, don't tell me that. That's so
sad.
So
you have to get on when you're like in elementary school.
No.
And then by the time you're like mid-20, you might be popped up on the list. But this list is growing longer and longer and longer because more people are needing these services.
And like
16 years.
This is the issue. Private companies have way too much freedom, ability. I don't know. Like, and the government is not doing enough to use these resources or whatever to connect here. Like, you have so many houses and apartment buildings that are just being built just for the possibility that a renter might come.
Yeah.
Versus, you have a population to house, so build housing for them and let them live there. Yeah. It's so simple.
And they wait until someone is willing to do this that's rich and wants to do this as a tax write-off.
God,
and then
you're the government.
They let these people do these things, but it's like you should already have been doing these things. Like you shouldn't wait for someone to step up and be the bigger person. Like,
exactly.
You are the bigger person, so you need to already provide these people these things.
So last week, Jocelyn and I was talking to her about the city council candidate forum that I went to, and their whole idea with homelessness is to, let's use some of our budget, but let's see how much we can make the nonprofits do. You're the government.
Yeah.
Stop giving the police $1 billion budget, cut their effing budget, and give it to the homelessness, because what are you really doing? You're arresting homeless people. Yeah. Stop arresting homeless people.
Yeah, homeless
For
people,
one,
they don't need to be arrested. They probably need mental health. They need mental health services.
Yes, they need help. So maybe spend your money on helping them rather than giving the money to the police to go arrest them and put them in jail.
Yeah, exactly. And that's one thing about like my job now. That's what I'm going to be doing. Like I'm going to be going to these people's houses and like helping them with these services, connecting them to the food banks, connecting them with medications, and connecting them to, all the resources that they don't know about. There's resources there, but people are just not educated enough, and the government doesn't do a good enough job to educate these people on these services. there's things out there. Don't get me wrong, but you gotta jump through a hoop and a fence and dig 10 feet before you even qualify.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah, I know.
it's a mess. The moving to Dallas and seeing how many unhoused folks there are,
Oh, yeah.
it just takes me back. Like, it really does. One thing that I started doing is, so after I leave the club, I always have cash. Like, as a drag queen, I always have cash on me.
Yeah.
And I see homeless people outside. Like,
Yeah,
they're out there. And
they've been
if I have money,
camping
I'm
out
going
over
to
there.
give. Like, I understand that I am in a fortunate position to live on my own and do the things that I do because I worked hard for what I do. So when I can give back, I give back. And like, I'll give them some money, or I'll bring them a water, or sometimes when I have leftovers and I don't want to throw my leftovers away, I will go and drive and find homeless people to give leftover food to, because what am I gonna do, throw it in the trash? That's selfish of me. Like, so it just blows my mind that more people don't think empathetically and they're just so selfish.
The lack of empathy is so confusing, and that's kind of one thing that I was gonna say along the lines of like Charlie Kirk and that crowd. It's like they put on the facade of like, I'm doing this and I have this opinion because I care about you, or I care about other people or my country or whatever. Like, it's like they're really just literally putting on a mask of empathy, but they don't actually know what empathy is. So then their viewpoint or their opinion gets like skewed into this strange just wrong thing, and you're like, no, like, you're so close but not really. You know?
Teaching people empathy is going to be the biggest challenge for the future. These kids these days are ruthless. I did my internship in an elementary public school and high school. Baby, these kids are ruthless. I have never had my feelings hurt before. and you know, I was bullied in high school. My feelings really didn't get that hurt. But these kids, like, they're just so ruthless, and they're just not empathetic and caring about other people. Like, they can't get out of their own mind to put themselves in someone else's shoes and really understand.
Because of that damn phone.
Get that phone out of here, babe. These tablet babies, I'm on my phone all the time, don't get me wrong, but
aren't we all?
I'm realizing that my phone is my problem. I will spend an hour, 2 hours on my phone, and I have done nothing all day. You know, like, just scroll and scroll and scroll. But yeah, empathy. These kids need to learn. They need to learn.
Parents, teach your kids empathy, please.
And that's what pisses me off too. Like,
no,
when I was,
it's not the kids. It's the parents. The parents are, girl.
But also, some of these parents are trying, but because of the way that the system is set up, they got to work 2-3 jobs. They're single parents.
That too.
They don't have enough money to, like, you know, just work and come home and do nothing.
Yeah, they aren't. They aren't able to invest in their children
and do a side job and, like, sell stuff out of their house. Like, you know.
You know, honestly, I think it is the phone, but I think it's the fact that, like, you're right. These parents, unfortunately, there probably are a lot of single parents.
Yes.
And they are having to work multiple jobs. Or if there are 2 parents, they're probably working multiple jobs. Or whatever. One's not as invested. But then you are just trying to scrape by that you don't have money for extracurriculars.
Exactly. To do the fun things.
And that's important.
Yeah, like, these people don't have time to invest back in their kids. Like, I know when my parents... Parents have always been together, so I don't know what it's like from a single parent perspective.
Yeah, same.
But, man, my parents would go to work, and then they'd come home, and then they'd sit down, and we would do homework together, and they would make me read a book with them, or we would go out and do family things outside, or, like, go to the park and, like, do things. But the parents these days can't, because they go to work at 8, they get off at 5.
Yeah.
Then they gotta cook, then they gotta clean. Yeah. Then they gotta do it all over again. Like,
they don't have time for baseball, for soccer, for whatever.
Yeah, and I told my mom that the other day, a couple months ago, and I was like, how did you go to work, come home, cook and clean,
girl,
and then pick me up from school,
hell no,
and then take me to soccer practice just to do it all over again? And you were doing this on a salary that's even less than what my salary is now?
But inflation wasn't as bad. I mean, there was still the recession. I remember my mom got laid off during the recession.
Yeah, that was, what, 2008-ish? 8, 10?
Yeah, 2008.
Yeah, so shout out to all you single parents out there.
Yeah,
y'all doing the
honestly.
damn thing. We will not be. And we don't want to be. So
I'm so glad I'm gay.
Yeah, I don't want to bring I honestly don't think we should be bringing any more babies into this world.
There's too many.
There's too many, and there's too many that need help now.
Yeah.
That the government has just forgot about. Like,
completely forgotten. Why don't you help those children?
That's what I'm saying.
You want to help some kids? Go help the kids that need help.
I went to a foster home one time. Man, run down. Like, the facility was trash. And I'm like, this is a government-run facility. Why are there wallpaper coming out? It had wallpaper.
And why does the police, bro, why do Plano PD have a full, like, I don't even know what this thing was. I've never seen it before. A full, like, police mobile, like a big RV-looking thing, like...
Yeah, like a mobile unit.
Yeah. What is that? Why do you need that?
Exactly, yeah. It's crazy that so much money gets put into the police system, but there are some good in that. Out of this, now that I'm learning that, like in Dallas County, the budget for the police is also the budget for the mental health police. They have a mental health sector in the police now. So when you call the police and tell them, oh, someone's, having a mental breakdown or is psychotic or whatever, they don't send the police out there by themselves. They also send a therapist, a social worker. They send them out there all together.
Yeah, because they didn't want to defund the police. Exactly. So they said, okay, we'll meet you halfway.
Yeah,
and that only happened because we spoke up, because the people of Dallas spoke up, because we had those protests, because we said, y'all need to get it together.
Yeah.
Because that did not exist before.
It didn't. And I see where the money can be reallocated, and I feel like they're going in the right direction, but it's 2025. Y'all should have did this a long time ago, and y'all are barely catching up. Yeah. Like, y'all got to pay catch up now. And
this is why we got to keep talking.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep speaking. Keep marching in the streets.
Heard. Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Next March, I want to go to the next one. They're doing a monthly now, because I just had one.
Who?
I don't know.
We didn't go to that one that we saw in the club, remember? They had a sign for it in the club.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, at the neighborhood.
We didn't go.
They be putting the promo in the neighborhood for the protests. And
which
I'm
is
here
smart.
For it. Yeah. We didn't go. R.I.P. But then, I
hope it was good.
Yeah, I heard it was good. Pictures look good.
Okay.
Yeah. And it also is good that they're doing this in the gay clubs, because then it points out the people in the gay clubs who are not safe. So, like, I've seen some gay people who are like, why are they protesting for trans rights? Like, the gay people who are against the trans community.
Right.
The people who just believe in the LGB.
Yeah, because unfortunately, this is what I mean. Why are we inner fighting?
Yeah, there was no LGB without the motherfucking T. Okay?
No, honestly. We do not have gay rights, equality. Here's something that all the baby gays need to know. Here's a few things. We're going to end after this.
No one died at Stonewall.
Well, okay, yeah. Good point. But the first brick at Stonewall was thrown by a trans woman.
Yes, drag
queen we would
also
not have any kind of equality or recognition without trans people, without gay people fighting for us.
It was a black trans woman, Marsha P. Johnson, and she threw that motherfucking brick at these police. And it's all because I didn't know that the whole point of Stonewall, you know why all the gay people were there? Not because it was a gay club, but like because Judy Garland had just died. Did you know that?
She is the original gay icon, you guys. I love me some Judy Garland. Wizard of Oz was on repeat.
She passed away, so then all the gays, after, watching her funeral, went to the gay club, and then the police went and raided the gay club.
Judy Garland is the reason for gay.
Thank you, Judy. We appreciate you. Even all the drugs that you did.
But... Y'all, that was Hollywood's fault.
Forced her to do.
Don't come for my girl, Judy. Okay, but before Stonewall, there was the trans community in San Francisco.
Yep.
That was always harassed by the police, because if you didn't know this, it used to be considered like a deviancy to be gay. Like if you were gay, you were mentally ill, you were not right, you needed to be locked up in institutionalized lobotomy.
Yeah.
Okay? If you were found to be gay. So that has since changed, obviously.
The crazy thing to me, too, is that there's this harsh stigma about the gay people, trans people, the queer community. But even before all these laws, even before all these countries were even countries, there was Two-Spirit. There were the Mushes in Oaxaca.
Yeah.
There were the Hijras in India. Like, there were people who were already trans on this earth before it was a problem, and they were loved and they were worshipped. Like the Mushes in Oaxaca, they were seen as the goddess of fertility and the goddess of love. Like when someone were to give birth to a baby, the Mushe would be there to deliver the baby and bless the baby before the baby even saw the mother. Like these people who were trans, two-spirited, gender bending people were so loved and like so respected. And then colonialism, Catholicism, kind of what is it called?
Christianity.
Oh.
Girl, we going to Islam.
Yeah, that kind of came in and just wrecked it all and flipped it. And now these people who were so highly talked about are now considered to be at the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah, considered to be like less than, to be gross.
Yeah, but they're people. Like, I don't care what you do. Go do you, babe. If you want to go pick your nose and twiddle your little twat, go do what you need to do. That's none of my business, okay? That's none of my business. So let people do what people wants to do.
No, honestly, yeah, because why does it have to bother you if I'm gay or trans or whatever? What does that have to do with you?
Nothing. And that's what always blew my mind. Like, when people would be upset that I was gay or, like, wouldn't want to be my friend no more when I came out the closet, I'm like, but how does that affect you?
How does it affect you?
Like, what? Just because I take it up the butt doesn't mean you do. I'm just being honest. You know, like... Why what I do behind closed doors, why does that affect you?
Yeah, honestly.
There's still a lot of internalized homophobia in myself that I also recognize.
Right.
That I'm trying to work through. Like, some things like PDA in public, that's not my style. I don't like PDA. But I 100% think that is because of the internalized homophobia and that I was taught that gay people shouldn't be holding hands. Gay people shouldn't be kissing in public. Like, I feel as if now, if I was to do that with my partner or a partner that I don't have, I feel like I'd be ostracized and feel awkward and weird. But
if you're scared, they win.
Exactly.
They win.
Yes.
Don't let them win.
I know. I'm trying to tell myself, like, don't. I have to get rid of that internalized homophobia in me. It's going to take some time, but yeah. There's also a lot of that goes on in queer people's mind that I don't think they recognize. Like, they also have
100%.
their own predispositions and biases when it comes to other folk.
Yeah.
And just because you're gay and you're queer doesn't mean you're a safe person. That there's still some unsafe queer people in the community who go out and do horrible things to others.
Self-hating gay people, yeah.
Yes. And yeah, so just... all you little queerdos out there, not everyone is going to be your safe space. Not everyone's going to be your friend. Not everyone's going to be someone you can, confide in. Keep your toes, keep your eyes posted, toes down. What's the saying?
Girl, I don't know.
Keep it. That's what it is.
Keep it.
Keep it peeled.
Keep one eye open.
Keep it peeled, babes, because, there's some people in the community that are not safe at all.
Yeah. So. All right. We did good.
Yeah, thanks you for having me. We'll be back soon. Maybe Crissy Cross will appear one day.
That could be fun.
Dragonza of it all.
Yes. You gotta self-promote.
Oh, yeah. Again, Instagram at Crissy, CRISSY _CROSS. See, I have the doubles in there? It's
yes,
cute.
ma'am.
And TikTok, same thing. So.
All right.
Yay.
All right.
See you later. Bye, queerdos.
Queerdos.